Pledra. Okay, how are you?
Oh, great. Thank you so much. So I lost 70 pounds publicly, wrote a book, became a life coach, started my business. That went well. And then I had more questions about,
Congratulations. I mean, wow.
thank you. So then I had questions about life and business, and I love life and business together. And just short part, I felt like all the gurus told me I had to do life or business. And I'm like, no, women do life and business all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is the positioning of my belief of foundationally, you have to take great care of yourself to have a great business. And I'm doing well on LinkedIn, but I just like your advice on more positioning and messaging of how to communicate what I just shared.
What's the first thing that clients need your help with?
The first thing is overwhelm. It's usually high level executive women. They have a lot of moving parts and they want to do even more. And so they come to me to create space to do that more.
Define overwhelm, because overwhelm means different things. Like, tell me what they feel.
They feel like their husbands are complaining they don't spend enough time with them, their family's complaining they don't spend enough time, they're not hitting the gym, and they feel like they're giving to everyone but their heart and their life, their personal
Yeah.
desire.
Yeah. So the answer to your question is to position yourself for the first thing that you help clients solve. And I'm a big proponent on this. So for example, we do a lot more than LinkedIn. People come to me to build their online businesses, launch their group programs, whatever. I never market any of that because 99% of the time, the first thing they want from me is LinkedIn, right? So
Mm,
you position yourself to be an expert in the first thing that you have data and evidence of that you help your clients solve. Does that answer your question?
absolutely. So in the first thing, okay. They wonder how I get it all done because so that's the first that would be the first
Yeah.
thing.
And,
Okay.
and I'd advise, because I've worked with, a lot of my clients are coaches. So sometimes we tend to use their words, right? So I would go back to like your top 5 clients. If you have the recording, listen to the recording and really audit like what did they say, not how you remembered how they said it. Does that make sense? Because the way they say it is very, very important.
No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, right now I say I help high achieving women make more money and have a better life, but I think I could dial that in more. And I do record all of my calls so I can go back.
Yeah, that like if I were working with you, that'd be step one.
Okay. Thank you
And
so
reach
much.
out if you want more help.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Jonathan.
Hi, I was just wondering, what do you do when you first start chatting to someone and the first thing they say is, I'm not looking to buy anything? And you're like, well, I was just saying hi, like I wasn't even trying to sell anything yet. How do you kind of overcome that hurdle in the beginning of a conversation where you're kind of just making a new friend on LinkedIn?
I think like people just have their guard up. I would just make a joke about it. But if they're going to be really salty, then just move on. You can only control the activities that you are in control of, like, which is you. You can't control how people respond. So I just focus maybe on like 10 people a day, reaching out and just saying hello or whatever. And however they react, they react. And then I'd also like the people that respond well, I'd kind of look at what they may have more in common than the ones that don't. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I'm just not much of a DMer. So it was just came up today and I was like so surprised. So it really helps me to start thinking maybe I'm just attracting the wrong person if that's what's happening because I'm just trying to make some friendships.
I mean, I just call out simple things, and for me, it's really like about timing. So if whoever was on stage today, if I message them like, "Hey, thanks for being in the room," it may be met with positivity because it's a timing thing. Like it makes sense, right? That's why I prioritize people that register for live events and subscribe to your newsletter because they've kind of opted in. And that newsletter or that live event can serve as a recent trigger versus just someone random that's a connection or that engages with your stuff. For me, it's about timing. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm definitely excited about this week's challenge. I know we'll all be there. I hope everyone else comes too because I know it's the best stuff. So
Thanks,
it's very
Jonathan. I appreciate that. And for everyone that, loves to learn about AI and stuff, I advise you check out Jonathan. He's been crushing it on LinkedIn. And he's a great example of someone that, if you're in the audience and you're like, I don't want to be the face of my business, you should check out the interview we did recently. It's on, I think, all of our profiles. And you should listen to his transformation, because even being a husband, a father of 4, and owning a business, he made time for LinkedIn, and for the first time ever became the face of his brand. And the proof is in the pudding and in the results. So go check it out. God bless you all. Ciao.